So I just thought of an idea for naming roads because I have to have names for places, right? And as I've been walking around and talking about spaces and I want to communicate the design for them and take notes, video notes on site, so then I can compile them and write up like what the long-term plan for that space is for optimal value in the complex ways I think about value. And I thought about, okay, you can name a road that goes really far and long or goes in a place, but when it crosses something, you can always change the name. But then it's confusing because you got a lot of names of roads, right? And it's hard to remember them all, and they break up at every intersection. Then I thought, if you did have a road that had a lot of segments to it, you could actually name it in the key words of a sentence, in a really unique sentence that no crossing street would have. This would actually work for, grid systems and all that. I don't have grid systems here, so I don't know how it would work out here. But you can imagine that if a road crosses an intersection, from there until the next interesting spot, it's a different road. And so it's okay if it had its own identity. The problem is you come up with too many road names, right? Like if everything is named this cool name and there's like, you go a place, there's like 40 names of places to get there. It's ridiculous. You can't remember all that stuff. And so I just wonder if we played with the idea, if we could look on the map of the Bosque and look for a road that had a lot of crossings. For example, the kind of from the south gate, there's the road that I sometimes think of as a serpent because it kind of slithers through the land. If we did that entire thing as a sentences or something, whatever was needed, in English and Spanish, translatable, and we skip the conjunctions and little words, right? People know the sentence, and that's how they learn it, and then they associate with a place. And it should be a sentence that's really rich in powerful words, because each place will then take on the identity of that word, that section of road, which then kind of influences the names of the places right next to it. So it's a really odd little task. It's an odd little adventure thing to do. You could try the same idea. You could steal the idea. If I didn't describe it very well, I apologize. But if you didn't understand it very well, good luck. Of course, all things should be written up. I think, writing everything up is the way to go. Video's slow. I don't know who watches videos. Maybe people who like me. Oh, you like me. I see. Yeah, well, good luck with that. That may not be the best thing. Who knows? Anyway, that's an odd idea I had. The reason I had it is because I'm watching myself on the computer talk. I'm like editing me on video, talking about a really difficult intersection and the roads that come in and out of it. And so naming is this actually fairly important magical thing that is really hard to change. And the only time it changes is when there's great pain. And I think that I can avoid the pain by naming things better. And so I have a whole naming philosophy. I'm not going to go into it right now. I don't remember if I've written it up yet or not, but if I haven't, I should. It's interesting stuff. The power of naming is one of the more magically powerful things you can do to affect the future. You shouldn't fuck it up. Anyway, I'm going to go back to editing myself instead of talking to myself in the camera to you. My life is very, fly. Bugs have been falling on my head. There's these weird bugs. They don't bite or anything, but I kill them. I just murder them. I'm sorry, but if enough bugs fall on my head, I'm going to kill them. I don't know what the deal. I think they're living on the roof. Bye.